I should just turned on when I was walking past it. I didn't even touch anything. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be the only one here right now. Yo. Yo, it smells like straight smoke, but there's no smoke. But it smells like something's fucking burning in here. Well, I was actually filming a couple of info videos, and I started to get way too unnerved because I'm in here alone right now. My wife's gone and my kid's at daycare. There was just some weird shit going on while I was trying to film like my next informational video in this. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go live because I don't want to be in here alone anymore right now. So, like, there's definitely been some weird shit going on today just while trying to do that. And this room right now smells like smoke. There's no smoke in it, and it's really cold, but the thermostat says that it's 72, but it damn sure don't, like, it feels 72 out here, but as soon as you get in here, it does not feel 72 anymore. So I was just downstairs doing the informational video, and all of a sudden I started to hear shit up here. But I swear, like, it's been, like, I've only been home from work for about 20 minutes or so. See, there was Lady Jim, to answer your question, there was a little girl in the 70s that died in this bedroom. She would have died right over there in that corner. There was a bed right there, and there was a bed kind of tucked in right here. They weren't full beds, they were like children's beds. She died over there. When I came up after we moved in to find out where the hell my dog had been, he was laying right here beside this bed, and his tongue was turning purple. This is the room he wandered off to. My wife's cat, when we moved in, like between 3 and 5 weeks, wandered up to this room as well, died of kidney failure. So those are like the three. Other than that, I can tell you something about this closet. Every time I've had sleep paralysis in this house, it's been in this bed. It's always had something to do with that closet right there as well. I'm usually way more talkative than this, but I'm trying to listen for things because less than like 10 minutes ago, there was a lot going on. Anyone else? Maybe we'll go up there in a minute. I was just doing an informational video here, and I just started to get uncomfortable myself while I was doing the video, and I figured, you know what, I'll just go ahead and do a live. I got the time to do it, so might as well. Jesus. Shitty looking day, huh? Somebody was asking me before I did a live if there was anyone who ever lived in this house. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like the dark, especially back here. They asked about a lady by the name that started with SH, and I mean, I don't know if that's just like somebody just trying to have fun with this, but yes, there was Shannon. SH started with Shannon, or I mean, started with SH. Wow, I'm really like behind the ball right now. Usually I'm way more talkative, but I was so uncomfortable before I started this live that I'm kind of like still trying to get my bearings right. Usually I'm way better at this. I don't know what's going on today. Let me get some more light in here. There we go. I usually have a flashlight with me, but I didn't even grab one this time. But yeah, this is, everybody already knows this. I was actually just coming up here to look at just something that started with SH, which somebody was asking me in the house if anyone's ever lived in here that had a name that started with SH, and yes, Shannon, but I don't know the last name. Shannon, but it's got like a dash, but you can clearly tell I'm pretty sure that would be an S, because who the hell did Fannin? Like PH, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so there you go. There's your fun fact, or whoever asked that. They were right. There was somebody with SH that did live in this house, but Again, there's probably a lot of Shannons, and that's probably just a coincidence. We'll see, though. Moving on. Something just kicked on. Let's lock everything up as I go through. But there is one thing downstairs that's got a little bit more sinister history to it. Honestly, I've talked about this room before. I don't really have much information on this room other than the only thing that really creeps me out. Am I going to engrave my wall name in the wall too? No. Did we move in fully furnished? No, we did not. No. Did we move in fully furnished? Not. And shit, and you're like, hey, that looks kind of old. No, they just painted it to make it look old and threw it in some dirt for a little bit, and now you're walking away with something that's like $2. But anyway, trying to figure out where I want to go next. Oh yeah, this is one of the, so up in that room up top, I'll zoom in on it. The previous owner's husband had 3 guitars that were left here. One of them was this Martin guitar that's currently out, sitting right here. The other two are downstairs. This room, for some reason, it's always creeped me out. I think it's just the color. I don't know. I don't really have much information, but the main death that has occurred up here is the one where the little girl died in her bed in the middle of the night, right there back in the 70s. But I will go ahead and show you guys my personal least favorite spot in the entire house. It's the creepiest in my opinion. It's in the room where the previous owner's husband would have passed away. And it always just gives me really, really bad vibes when I go through it. A lot of, like, I don't feel comfortable just looking at where I'm about to go right now. Like, she died of a really high-grade fever in her sleep. There was, I can't remember exactly which fever it was. There was some fever going around in the late 70s. It wasn't. Hold on real quick. This place always unnerves me when I go through it. See, I'll do it one time with the lights off, and then we'll go through it with the lights on. So right about here, this is where I start to get fucking creeped out. And then when you go through here, bruh. This spot's not so bad. It's right in here. This is the spot that gives me the worst vibe in the entire house. Just standing right here. Worst absolute vibe in the entire house. I don't know if it's because, no, I'll be honest, you guys, I'm a pipe layer on Cherry Point and Camp Lejeune. I've had to climb in pipes that are like, I was in an 18-inch pipe yesterday, barely squeezing my fat ass in there. So I don't get claustrophobic. And I used to think like maybe I'm just claustrophobic and maybe that's why this tiny little bathroom right here tends to make me feel like that, but it's not. I'm not claustrophobic. It's just something about this area. So now we'll go through it with the lights on. Okay. And it's still got that same eerie vibe to it. I've just never personally liked this area of the house. And then out there, that's the hot tub where the two bodies were discovered outside. But as luck would have it, it's not actually just those spots anymore. That we found out that it was pretty much built on top of a grave site, the whole house. And when they went to go undercut to put stone, because we're so close to the water table, that's when they discovered all the bodies. This is stuff that was out of my control, by the way. I will go ahead and say that, because this happened well before I was born, and it would have been the original owners that built this house. The other thing is, this house wasn't the original one that was on this spot. The original one was moved just back. Now it smells like smoke even more. Like it just hit me in the face all of a sudden. But the original house that was in this location was moved that way through the woods, and the house that is over that way isn't even the house that was moved. That one has been torn down since. There are actually a good few news articles on this. It's never been on TV before. I need that hot tub. You stay in the house. Yes. How long has what been empty for? This house is not empty right now. What in the fuck was that? That did not sound good. I don't know if anyone else picked that up. I'm going to post this live. I'm going to repost it. But I know with what I just heard, shit's about to get weird. I don't know if anyone heard that. What is this? Hold on. Right, B move. Yeah, I'm totally right there with you. So get this. All right. Let's just start out here. Let's just start out right here when you walk in the door. All right. If you were to come in and you start hearing some weird shit going on, like upstairs, you got to go like this. You're coming this way. You have that whole open area to deal with. Then you got to go turn around, go up this way, and then you're going back the other way. And then you got two ways that fucking people could come at you. You know what I'm saying? There's only a few spots in this house. Like, everywhere in this house has multiple ways to get to certain places. Like, I can get right there from going straight, or I can get right there from going this way and then going straight, and I could pop up fucking behind somebody coming through this way. You know what I'm saying? It's footsteps downstairs. Jesus, you know. Oh yeah, I could be an ASMR god. Oh yeah. No, sorry. That's my other side coming out. Let's shove that down to never be spoken of again. So here's what I'm going to do now. I tend to talk a little too much, and some people fucking rag on me for it, but it's cool. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to set it up downstairs. Ow. I'm going to set it up. Sounds like rain hitting metal. Yeah, it was. It is raining right now, I'll say that. It is raining outside. And every time I tend to do lives here, it's either about to rain or it's already raining and it's already dark and it already just adds to it. But I like to talk a little too much, and I know that. So I will get to as many of your questions as I possibly can, but something some people prefer that I do is I set the camera up in a way to where you guys can see a big portion of the house. And I'm just not here. I'm just silent and I'm outside somewhere. So I'm going to do that for you right now. We'll go ahead and flip the camera. Give me one moment. Jesus, okay. Here we go. All right. This is a spot that you should be able. So do you guys want to see more of this portion right here where the hallway that leads into the bedroom the old man died in, or do you want to see faced more near that way where God, I don't even know how to put this. Basically there's a more gruesome incident that happened up there, so I don't know if you guys want to be faced that way or if you want to be faced that way. To the okay, we'll do that. I hope I'm facing the right way because you guys know that everything's reversed for me as it is for you, so what you're seeing isn't what I'm seeing. So the room up top above there, you need an 8-foot ladder to get to. The room right here is where an individual shot themselves in. The room back that way, you can't see it right now. There's another room where a little girl died, and then there's another room where an old man died. And on top of that, Jesse DeVille is asking what this house is. There's a lot of bad history with it. And the other thing is, out in the septic tank, when they dug that out in the 80s, they found bodies in that. They also found bodies under the hot tub when they went to go excavate for that. There were 2 found. And not only that, when they went to undercut for this house and put stone in, the workers at the time discovered all sorts of grave markers and bones, and they just shoved them all into the river. They just disturbed them and shoved them all into the river. So I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to let... Hey, B-Move, I got you. Say less. Give me a second, and I'll get that going for you, all right? Other way. All right, I got you. You guys want to face this way, 10-4. So I'm going to put that song on, B-Move has said. There you go. And when I get back, I'll do the other way. So I'll go ahead and do that song. I'm going to shut up, and you guys just relax and check it out. So any sound you hear after this next door shut is not me. I'm outside. Peace out. That's just me. Hey, Harry Spazzo. Honestly, you probably haven't seen any of my lives before, but I'll always be honest in my live streams and tell you guys what's me and what's not me. That door was me. There's been a lot of times in my live streams where I've thought I've seen some shit, and this is no bullshit now. I didn't realize sometimes when I was doing some dark live streams with the lights off that I had my camera flipped, and I kept thinking I kept seeing a face in front of me. And as soon as I realized, I'm like, yo, no, that was my fucking face. Like, but it creeped me the fuck out. I was going into this room. Yeah, I feel like I hear some weird shit going on in here right now, but I can't tell if it's the ring. That sounded like friction, like clothing friction. This is the most unsettling area in the entire house. It's always coldest right here. Cheyenne Windsor, you got it. Give me 1 second. Let me just walk through here real quick, and I will do that for you. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. Yes, there was a death in this room. It would have been right here, not in this bed right here, but it would have been in the area this bed was in. Previous owner's husband died of old age right around here. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Caitlin, she does. Alright, let me, it's been requested by a lot of people that I turn the music off so you guys can hear things better, which I agree. We'll go ahead and do that. Alexa. Stop. Alexa, stop. Stop, stop, stop. There we go. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to get to some questions here. Spooky Like, somebody had requested that I do that. And A Worthy, I have done that before. I've also done it. I just did it just now with everything closed. Sometimes it stirs things up a little bit more, but I really don't want to do this next part, but I have enough people in here. I think I should probably do it, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to go upstairs to the area that the worst event to happen in the house had happened. Now, I've already gone through a lot of the very specifics about this event. And I know that a lot of the people that look at my live streams on a regular basis are probably tired of hearing about it. So for all the new people in here, I'll just give you the basic rundown and show you the basic shit that has to do with this room. This is the weirdest room. I feel like I just heard somebody pull up. Okay. So this is the weirdest room in the entire house. Not because of what's in it or what it is, but this has a lot of the history to do with it on here. A lot of people already know about all this stuff. You have names from 96. You've got names from way back here. You got names from 85. Caroline Miller. You got Amanda. You've got another Caroline wrote her name again. You also had John Ward with his name crossed out. You also have I for the longest time thought that was Kill Blaniford. It's Bill Blaniford. I was stupid in thinking that. Freddie's name was crossed out. Apparently Kathleen and Freddie did not. They didn't make it, y'all. They didn't make it. I don't know what happened. And then whoever asked about Shannon or name SH, it's right there, Shannon. You got Kathleen, but this is the name right here, and I've already talked about this a lot. The people who are here that have been watching these for a long time know why that name is important. Right there, that name stirred up a lot of shit in this house for a long time, and I normally don't say it when I'm up here, which you guys can see. Harry, I don't know if there's a Harry on here at all. The other thing about this room is those are blood stains, and that is okay. Those are blood stains. The individual who shot themselves did it while sitting right here in this very couch. When they aimed it up, they were sitting down, aimed it that way. They were able to get over here, and they stood. Most of the blood has been cleaned up. They stood right here for a while, and then they ran up these stairs and ran down the hallway, and they were eventually able to make it all the way, like literally, I'm not even shitting you. This carpet, from a certain point back, it's been replaced, but there is still some spatter on this carpet underneath all these. So those of you who are asking why the rugs, this is a reason for a lot of these rugs up here, is to cover up a lot of the shit that had to do with that incident. And in this corner, you wouldn't think, but the bullet went straight up into that beam right there-ish, like right before where the beam actually is. But there was bits and pieces of skin in this corner over here. Like, it just blew shit all throughout this room. And then they were able to get... Oh, this incident happened while I was living here. They were able to get all the way down the stairs. I remember the morning that we were cleaning all this up. And this area was actually the worst, but we were able to clean most of it up. It's probably in the floorboards. This is where most of the blood had pulled up because he was able to make it all the way down here before he was taken to the hospital. So now that we've talked about that, we'll go on. Actually, you might be right, truly insane, but when they come to do like a police report, they don't clean shit up. You're supposed to get a CSI, crime scene cleaner to come and clean. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people do. It just depends. We tried to clean most of it up ourselves. We didn't get a scene cleaner, if you will, afterward. Since 2012, Ruby 7.4. So now that I'm just trying to think where next place to go would be. Where's another place? What place do you guys want me to leave the camera in? Do you want me to leave the camera in the room where the guy died, where the old man died? Do you want me to leave it upstairs in the place we just were? Or do you want me to leave it in the room where most of the sleep paralysis and the little girl died? Old man, we got one for old man, we got one for upstairs. Who was the old man? He was the previous owner's husband. The dining room? Upstairs, two for upstairs. Hey, XM Jam, I don't have those things on me firsthand. I know there has been articles written about this house, but I also know that several big YouTube channels have covered it as well. Slapped Ham had a whole segment on it. I don't remember what the title is. Slapped Ham has like a good few million subscribers. He's probably like the best one. He did like a 4 or 5 minute segment completely on it. The old man did not die from murder. The girl died from a fever in the little room. Okay. Old man room. Okay, we're going to do all these rooms. We're going to do all of them. I've got a lot of requests to do upstairs, and then we'll do the one with the old man. So I will get to your request. I have about until 4:45 until I have to end this stream. So I'll try my best to get. So this is the room that most of my gnarly bad experiences have happened in. Excuse me. I'm a fucking pig. I apologize, guys. Lights on or off in this room when I leave it? Off. Okay. We got one for off. We'll go ahead and leave them off in this room. I'll open up the closet door on one side. Okay, hold on. Let me flip the camera here so I can see how you guys are set up. I'll give you the view that I always get. Actually, no, here, hold on. This will probably give you the best. There we go. That's probably the best. Trying to get it to where you can see like all the way through to the other room. Hold on, let me see if I can. No, I can't. We'll split the difference. How about that? We'll do that. had some people request downstairs in Cheyenne, Windsor. I have done one in I've done a good few late night. Please recap what happened here. It's going to get repetitive, but old man passed away of old age in that room right there. We've got 2 bodies that were discovered when the previous owners were excavating for the hot tub, discovered about 3 feet deep, side by side. Back here, outside, we've got boom. Bodies that were discovered under the septic tank when they went to go build that. Or the propane tank. Sorry, the propane tank. Jesus. When they did the undercut for the stone, bodies were discovered underneath. And there were grave markers discovered underneath when they went to do the undercut. Up there in the room, y'all were just, wow, what the hell is going on here? That is weird. The room up there that y'all were just in, a little girl passed away of a fever in her sleep. And a family member had shot themselves upstairs as well. They survived. This is the other room that was requested. Where's the baby doll? Should be over here underneath some of this shit. If not, I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Yep. That's that one. Sorry, my bad. I thought I was zoomed out. I did not mean to zoom in. So the other one that was requested was this room in here. So I'll leave it in here for a little bit. So this is the one where the old man passed away in. Another reason I'm being kind of more quiet is because a lot of people say I talk too much during my stream, so I try and be a little more quiet now and just kind of answer questions every once in a while. Previous owner's husband passed away. As far as I know, no serial killer lived in the house. Who let me in the house? No one let me in the house. Swear to God, every time I walk by here, I feel like I see something out of the corner of my eye. AOG Burn. I do live streams here, and I also have a bunch of content about the house. I could honestly, there's a playlist on my channel that's got 3 recent videos that describes everything, or that details everything that has happened in this house. If you're interested, if not, I completely understand. I don't expect all you people to just go and, you know, watch my videos and shit. But if you're really interested in a lot of the details about what goes on in this house and what has happened and things that have happened here, there's a lot of info on my page about that. The situation playlist is the name of the playlist. So if you care to, you can. Other than that, it tends to get really repetitive because I have a lot of people in here that just want to kind of see things that happen in the live streams. We're going to do one more spot before I go. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. So I've never done this one before. Oh shit. I'm trying to figure out the best way to mount this thing. So this is the place where I'm going to go ahead and put the doll out as well. Alright, I'm going to leave it here for a minute. Do you know about it? So there are a few of them disclosed. Chase, I think that's your name is. I can't really see it. There were a few that were disclosed, like the ones that were under the hot tub and the old man that passed away because that was the previous owner's husband. So basically what I'm going to do is, this is the last one I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it facing this room for a second. This is where my daughter spends most of her time. After that, I have to go get her from daycare. And after that, it's pretty much off bets for live streams once I get her here. So this is the last room we're going to do. Enjoy. I'll be back in a second. just me. I'm just trying to get to some comments right now, my bad. What's going on? Yeah, no, I've been out here. What I do is I usually just go outside and let y'all view different rooms. And no, I haven't left yet. Obviously, I'm back now. Does the baby ever move? Did I turn the light on? What light? The lamp. No. You gotta turn it. Like, what the fuck is it? Come on. Do you miss? Honestly, I think the light was on. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I was pretty sure I had that on before I went outside. The lamp wasn't on. It's got a whole bunch of outlets on it. It's a big ass plug. Computers and all types of shit. Honestly, I think it was on. I'm pretty sure I had it on. I'll repost it. But the other fucking room. I can't remember if I turned this shit off before. I'm pretty sure I left this on. Can't remember though. I'll have to fucking I think it was on. I'll have to repost the live. I can't remember. I mean, I have had that happen before in the house where I'll talk about certain things and things will turn on. I'll have to repost it. But no, okay, so the thing about this doll is, my bad, I'm getting sidetracked now because it's getting close to me having to go pick up my daughter. I have like 7 more minutes. I'll answer questions, anything like that. This doll has been in my family for like, so it was my mom's, and then it became my sister's, and then it became her daughter's, and now it's my daughter's. And they fight over this thing, yo. Like, I have a video posted on there where, like, they have all this shit to play with. They have all this shit. Like, we string all this shit out. They got fucking walkers. They got, look, they got, what, I mean, hell. Even over here, we got, like, we can have all this shit out. Oh, no, it's this one. I lied. Fucking cars, like, all types of shit to play with, and they want to play with that doll. It's the creepiest shit ever. Like, I have a video where my niece and my daughter both are like just fighting over this doll. There's all this shit laying around. And then I also have videos where my daughter will go in here. I don't know if I've posted these yet, but I have videos. I can post them. But she'll lock herself in here with that doll. And I'm not going to lie to you guys and say I come by here and I hear her talking and there's another voice in here. But it's like she's having like a conversation I can't understand with the thing. That's another thing about the doll that completely creeps me out. I know they have imaginations, but I don't know why it is that she wants to lock herself in here. What the fuck was that? I don't know why she wants to lock herself. Oh. Why she wants to lock herself in there with it. And my daughter does have conversations with, like, herself a lot of the time when she's just walking through the house and she'll lock herself. Oh. Why she wants to lock herself in there with it. And my daughter does have conversations with, like, herself a lot of the time when she's just walking through the house and it would be, like, you can't tell by looking at it if it's legit or not, but it is. And this is really old, from the 1800s, early 1900s, somewhere in there. Now, that isn't just a scratch. That's a bullet that grazed past it. The individuals that were carrying this chest were gunned down, and this chest was stolen. It was a Chinese general's chest. There have been several patches that have been done on it from actual bullet holes in it. You can see more grazings. There's places where blocks have been cut out of it and been replaced, but the craftsmanship is pretty fucking crazy. Now, I'm not trying to flex with all this shit, but this right here, there were people holding it that were essentially killed while holding this after it was taken by someone else. So that's got bad history behind it. Now, we'll do one more thing before I have to go. And I hope to God that it'll let me show you this. But here's what I'm saying. Whenever I try and show people this, I've got a little bit more. So I can actually show you this next thing on my way out. On my way out. Okay, everything. Hold on. Hey, now I didn't pay for that shit. And honestly, when my dad took that from that guy, it was kind of you're going to take this, otherwise he's going to think some weird shit. And I'm not going to go into detail, but there's several sketchy things that he had to do in his line of work. So we'll just leave it at that. Sounds like a good thing to leave that at. All right, on the way out, this is the last thing I want to show you guys. And this is probably the creepiest thing that you're going to see today, if I can get this to work out. If I lose you guys, just give me a second and I'll get the phone back to where I can show you. But I might lose you because every time I try and show this shit, literally every single time I end up losing connection and I can't get you guys. I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. This is shit that was found in box. Well, bird nest self-explanatory, but it would be one thing if they were just scattered around the property, like in different areas, you know. But the fact that these were boxed up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something weird about that. Like, some people said that, like, whoever it must have been like a taxidermist or some shit. But I could see that with, like, the feet and the hooves and the skulls and the hip bones and shit. But what does a taxidermist have to do with goddamn... Sorry, pardon my French. Skippy. And see, every time I try and show you that stuff, that's what happens. So, hold on. Let me see if I can get... Hey, Emily Belden, I do have a video on this. It's on my playlist called the Situation Playlist. It is on there. It's going to be one of my most recent ones. There's like a 3-minute video, and it talks about this at the end of it, at like the 2-minute and 50 mark second. Bobby Buckets. Hey, hold up. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear what I'm saying. It should be better right here. Okay, yeah, so quick recap. Bodies found under the propane tank. I don't know how many that was not reported. The only ones that were reported were over there. Beyond that chair is a hot tub where 2 bodies were discovered side by side. An old man died in the master bedroom. A little girl died up top. Somebody shot themselves but lived in that room. Underneath where they did the undercut for the house, many. I don't have an accurate count. The bodies under there weren't reported. The bodies under here weren't reported. All that would have been done in the 70s, and I would have had no control over that. So I don't want y'all thinking like we went and built this shit and like we just desecrated everything that had happened underneath here prior to moving in. It would have been the previous owners that did all that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I don't know how many of you were able to see this stuff, but this is the kind of stuff that was found stashed in boxes. Like, bird nest, I can understand, but it was in a box with the feathers, with the tails. Like, this is essentially the fucking box that this shit we found it in. So I don't know, like, we just took everything. Like, yeah, like, shit like that. Is that a fucking shit? That's gotta be like a turd. Fuck that, I'm getting out of here. I don't know what the fuck, but that shit